How did Sloan turn his brand into a marketing powerhouse? And why do 70 to 90% of business owners fail their marketing campaigns as well? So we're going to do a quick background of Sloan. So basically born and raised in Nigeria, worked at Waffles and Cream with his friends at a skate shop, just really around fashion. And then with his friends, co-founded a brand called Motherland, which is very well known in Nigeria, as you would say. And then they've recently collaborated with Vans as well. And then basically he met Skepta at a pop-up event in his own shop, and then they just basically hit each other up and said, oh, let me come to the UK, X, Y, and Z, and that's where he landed in Britain. I think with Sloan's first pop-up event and first marketing stunt, what he did was a boxing match, which is out of the blue, very unknown, very different, which is also a good thing. But I think your first event, if you're going to launch a product, a physical product, you want something that questions why do people want the product? Why is it so valuable? Why build up the hype for the product? So what Sloan really did was he built up the hype for the product in terms of boxing. So people are willing to fight over the product. People are willing to obviously die for this product. Why won't other people be invested? People be intrigued why he's done this. And I think an underground fight club is absolutely crazy, and he's executed perfectly and shown in the UK that you can market stuff differently, and also you can obviously entertain people as well. And obviously you want people to post about it, you want people to share it around, you want to show people why the art is so valuable and why people want to fight over it. So obviously you've got the hype for the products now, but now you can obviously the eye of the product, in a sense of obviously when you look at Sloan and when you look at his creative style, he'll take a product like this remower in the video and he'll start spraying it up. This then obviously turns into like, he can spray anything up, in a sense of he can spray a LV bag, he can spray a Lamborghini, for example, that I've shown. And then obviously the material that increases as well as his name. And that's, I think, obviously the hype of the product, but he's representing his products in different styles, art styles, not in a sense of he's drawing different, but in a sense of he can put it and configure it on any piece of object. And I think that's what's most fascinating about his products. In a sense, he can do X, Y, and Z, and that's why it's so different from the normal styles of productation. So another tactic that Sloan's used in the past is obviously fake collaborations and obviously the legal way of getting it around. What I'm talking about is his t-shirts. So specifically I'm going to be talking about the Supreme one, and what he's done with the Supreme one. As you can see in the back, you can see this is not a real Supreme and it's a parody, so obviously you won't get penalized for this by Supreme, but it's a very smart and strategic move because he's using a iconic silhouette, the box logo, and placing his own style on it and then selling it off as if they've done a collab, a quote-unquote collab. I think it's such a genius idea where, okay, you've got a brand that's bigger than yours, 19.2 million followers or even more than that, and he's just leveraged it to the point where, okay, yeah, we've done it now. Like, I've gained some followers off of their traction and off their fan bases. And then obviously the price point of the Supreme tee is going to be lower since Sloan's going to do it, which is even better for the Supreme audience, because obviously Supreme sell their t-shirts for maybe to £100, and I think it's not very justified to obviously sell at a higher price point, but unless it's a physical object that he's selling, like the Rimowa or the Lamborghini, and then showcasing that, okay, he can do this now. He's done it with other brands as well in the space. So now when we get into it now, so we got the Cause and Sloan collab, and I think that was a major issue as well. So that brought a lot of attraction because obviously Cause is a very big international brand, and I think it's very well established within the fashion streetwear community. And obviously when Sloan did this fake collab, the owner obviously was just like, yeah, no, we're not having this. Literally sent out a message, and after that I think it just blew up overnight. I think that's very good as well. Like, just very good attraction and very good usage. And then he did a free t-shirt giveaway, giving out like 100, maybe I think even more t-shirts. And I think that's how he got away without being sued. He gave away free stuff, free products, just for advertisement's sake. So the next point I wanted to talk about was just celebrity endorsements and just his hype around the products. And I think obviously he's done a 12-piece painting of Lil Yachty, and obviously he's worked with different celebrities like, you know, Sench and 21 Savage and all these celebrities he's hanging around with. But I think it's very good because obviously he's broadening out his product diversification in a sense of, okay, he's doing albums, he's selling paintings of artists as well, and then he's doing t-shirts, prints, and then obviously the higher value product is obviously actual paintings for like 2k, and then the bigger items like the Lamborghini Porsche that he sold for just over 300k, which is pretty impressive, as I would say. But I think it's very important to note that one thing is he's just a very, very smart strategist in terms of the way he goes around things. I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's very experienced. I think he's more focused on his product rather than his brand image, in a sense. I think his brand is there, well, his personal brand image, but the product range and the products that he sells is absolutely ridiculous. Like, as I said again, he can do whatever product he wants technically, and it'll still be a banger, in a sense of he can do, like, let's just say a celebrity goes up to him, can you paint over this album cover like 21 Savage, and then obviously they work together, and then he's collaborating with them, and then obviously, you know, he can do whatever with his paintings, as I said again. But yeah, I think that's just the only thing I need to say for right now, because Sloan's had a really good end of the year selling off a Lambo, and I think we're going to see more to come. I think he's bringing also essences from Takashi Murakami, because of the resemblance of the Kanye and, you know, them collabing with each other, and also doing his album, so maybe he's drawing inspiration from that. But I think it's just very key to know that he's just a very creative person. The way he does stuff, the way he showcases products, and the way the product looks like visually. But yeah, hopefully you do like this video, and hopefully you do like and subscribe.